Welcome back, everyone. So today we're actually going to be suspect test laddering and national decks. The tier is suspect testing terrestrialization for, I believe, the second time. To get these Reqs, I actually pulled out a really old team that I built like almost a year ago, but it's really easy to use and still works quite well. Essentially, the idea is we have our special attackers as our speed control in Mega Pidgeot and Lele. The physical attackers are the wall breakers in Choice Band Urshifu and Ursaluna, and then the steel types form our defensive core. So I already played a few games, so just so we're not starting at literally 1000 on the ladder. As you can see, I played 5 games and won all 5 of them. So the weird thing about this suspect test is it's actually using a coil requirement. I have no idea how coil works, but I know that every time you win, it does go up. So you need 2,950, I believe. Let's see if we can get some wins. Alright, we found a game. So if you're wondering whether or not I think Terra should be banned in national decks, I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but I'm slightly leaning towards no ban. The reason for that is because I really don't think that Terra makes national decks too much more volatile compared to like how it is in OU. In OU, I think if you remove Terra, the tier would be a lot more balanced, but in national decks, the tier is already so volatile even without Terra. Like we have Z moves, all the old megas, and there's just so much going on that Terra just adds another layer that doesn't make too big of a difference, but I don't know, maybe my opinion will change by the time we actually vote. As for this game right here, what I want to do is... Okay, so my Urshifu is very good right here. They don't have any water resist. I have to watch out for potentially like Rocky Helmet Corviknight, but I'm going to lead off with my Urshifu anyway, just because if they do something like this, we can go right for... I have two choices really. I can either Surging or I can go for U-turn. If I go for U-turn and they go Corviknight, I don't even have that great of a Pokemon to bring in. I would rather just go for Surging Strikes and get a ton of damage on this Tinglu if they want to give it to me. And it seems as though they do. So what are you doing? Hazards? Ruination. Okay. So this turn they might go Corviknight, but I'll just go for Surging again as they just sack it, so that's really good for me. I was a bit worried about them potentially being like Custap Berry, but that's like a fake set anyway. Out comes Gardevoir. This probably has Mystical Fire for my Ferrothorn, if I'm being honest. I kind of want to sack Urshifu just because, like, it's only good into Grey Tusk at this point. Everybody else either outspeeds it or just tanks the hit. Should I go Ferrothorn when, like, it's so good into Pokemon like Val? I think I can beat Val anyway. Okay, there's a Psychic. Now we're going to predict the Mystical Fire and make another play here and go out into our Tapu Lele, I think. Okay, actually, the fact that they haven't clicked it immediately makes me think they might not have it. Okay, they do. So I'm glad I did that. And this turn they want to click a Fairy move, right? I'll just stay in and maybe take damage on this Pokemon. Oh, we got a really nasty crit. That puts them in range of Pidgeot. Okay, that's big. But we take those, right? Let's go ahead and Mega Evolve here. Hit him up with the Hurricane. Actually, can Heat Wave pick up the KO? Because if it can, I actually want to use Heat Wave because that'll also hit the Corviknight more. Maybe I can 2-hit KO that. I should be checking against Gardevoir here. Gardevoir Mega. Okay, it looks like Heat Wave does kill. 29 minimum, they're at 28. So we're going to go ahead and do that as they actually go Tusk, weirdly enough. Is this really Choice Scarf? I'll go Corviknight and Scout. I can't afford to lose Pidgeot in this game. It's way too important. It's my only mon that outspeeds Gardevoir. Yeah, that Moonblast crit's actually going to help me out a lot because I would have had to probably sack another mon to Mega Gardevoir just to get it low enough to where Mega Pidgeot could deal with it. What are you doing? Ice Spinner. Okay, I feel like they might be Choice Scarfed. Actually, that did a lot. Is that Choice Banned? Because I'm like max Fizdef, right? Because this is Reqs, I'll just be careful. I really don't want to have to like create a new account or anything. So we'll go ahead and check this too. Even though it is low ladder, right? Like, okay, so that's how much it does without anything. Let's just go for U-turn here. I think they're Choice Banded. If I'm that confident, like, okay, what if I get rid of Photosynthesis? Because they don't have that right now, right? No, it actually doesn't have to be Choice Banded. It could just be normal Ice Spinner with a Choice Scarf. This could be my chance to get up Stealth Rocks if I'm really confident they're locked into that, but I don't know if I am. I guess we can go you and, like... I think I have to go Corviknight here and play it safe. I can't afford to just sack Pharaoh. Okay, they clicked Ice Spinner again. I think they were locked into that, and I should have just clicked Rocks there, but we play it safe, right? It's better to, you know, just keep them on healthy as opposed to like, you know, letting Ferrothorn die and then Corviknight, you know, is already low anyway. Let's see what they do now, because like they can go back to Gardevoir, but as we've established, my Mega Pidgeot is going to be really good into that Pokemon. So actually out comes Zygarde. I think with this thing here, I'll just let them KO me with T-Arrows. I actually go for DD, which, like, that is scary in theory, but I don't think it can KO Ferrothorn in one hit. So if I go Ferrothorn here and just Gyro Ball, I should be able to pick up the KO on this Mon. And then it's like a very tough spot for them, because Ursaluna is going to deal with Iron Valiant, I'm pretty sure. I just have to live one hit here. Like, are you Terra fighting? I mean, if you are, you are. What can I say to that, right? But I don't think you're Terra fighting. This thing doesn't get fire coverage. I'm worried about Terra fighting because that also covers Ursaluna, and then I don't think I have a way to beat this after that, so... Okay, it just goes for T-Arrows, doesn't kill, and we should easily pick up the KO with Gyro Ball. There we go. Anybody know these nicknames? Cobra Strike, Tusk Brawler, Terra Guard? They feel like, it feels like they're from the same game somehow. I'm not scared of this. Like, we have so many ways to beat it between critting through it and clicking Heat Waves, so... I'll just get up rocks and then maybe Leech Seed this turn in case they want to defog. And then we'll just spam rocks from there. It's pretty trivial, but there's a body press that actually does pick up the KO. Okay. Let's be careful, because I think that Pidgeot is going to be how I guaranteed beat the Val, because I shouldn't die to CC. What I want to do here is actually... I could use Urshifu, but the priority is nice, if I'm being honest. And like, if they click Roost, I don't get anything out of the turn. Let's just take the hit with Pidgeot, actually. And, like, worst case, we can try to beat the Val using Ursaluna. So I just Heat Wave here. Doesn't kill, there's a body press. Okay, let's go for Heat Wave again. I don't know, this Val is scary if it's booster with the correct moves, but it's gotta be like Focus Blast, I think. Even Aura Sphere won't KO Ursaluna in one hit. And also, we still have the Terra Aqua Jet, so I just gotta get it in range of that, and then we're good to go no matter what. Best case is, it's just like Choice Specs. I mean, we would be fine against Choice Scarf too, so there's Val. It is booster speed. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of tricky. Let's go for Hurricane. It has CC. Can Ursaluna live a CC? I think I see a guaranteed way to win anyway, because like if I go Ursaluna and live the CC, that's great, right? Obviously I win, but even if I don't, then like I'm assuming Urshifu can KO with the Aqua Jet. Oh, but then they switch and come back in, and then I lose anyway, huh? Let's just figure this out the correct way. So if I go ahead and go Ursaluna now against Iron Valiant, and it clicks Close Combat, there's a chance I die. Yeah, okay. There was always going to be a chance. If I go Urshifu right now and Jet with a Terra boost as they're at -1, it doesn't pick up the KO, and I will die in return. But I can maybe force them to take helmet damage, which will put them at 77, and then I could pick up the KO, something like that. I think it comes down to Ursaluna anyway, so I should just go Ursaluna now and click Headlong Rush, and there's no way around it. We lived on one. Okay, they got an insane roll. Look at that. Oh wait, that's not the correct Pokemon. 89 to 105. Yeah, so they got like the 99 roll, which was on the higher end, but like, would Pidgeot have even lived the Close Combat? Yeah, Pidgeot would have, so maybe I should have never let Pidgeot take damage, but then Corviknight would have been a lot trickier to deal with anyway. Anyway, we can go ahead and win now by clicking Aqua Jet, and yeah, as you can see, even low ladder Nat decks is kind of scary, just because there's so many things you could potentially lose to, right? So luckily we were able to bring it out though, and we can just Aqua Jet that and pick up the dub. So let's check the coil. I don't remember where I was before, but like, how much do we gain with that win? We're up to 1350 now, but if I had to guess, like, you gain less the more games you win, I would see, right? So we'll see whether that's true or not. So we actually got a guy that forfeited on Team Preview in the last game. So as you can see, I'm 7-0 now with 1506 coil. So I think in the game that we just played for Rail, even if they got that close combat roll, we might have had a good shot to win, and here's how. So let's say they killed the Ursaluna with close combat. I then go Urshifu, and I Terra Aqua Jet, right? They're then forced to sack the Gardevoir and come back in, and then, assuming they click close combat again, which I believe is the only move that can KO Urshifu, I sack the Corviknight, they take the drop and the Rocky Helmet damage, and then I believe Terra Aqua Jet can pick up the kill on Iron Valiant there. But that's all just theory mining, I don't know if that's actually true. Let's just go ahead and lead Pidgeot here. I just want to click Heat Wave. Like, they have Zapdos, and we'll see whether it's Spadef, but... Like, what is this thing? Rocks? I mean, I have a great Defogger into that. But I just click Heat Wave again. I can't go out into that Defogger now, because their two plays are either Zapdos or Pelipper. No point in U-turning, because I'll just risk Static. What is the correct play here, actually? Unfortunately, my Ground type isn't too good into this Pokemon. I kind of want to go hard into it anyway. Okay, they go for Hidden Power something. I don't know what that is, but... Like, I just click Facade here, and if they want to risk it here, like with the Hurricane, then I can pick up the KO. So they don't want to. Out comes Gren. We have Spadef Pharaoh here, which I think can help take this out. Yeah, that does like no damage at all. So we'll go ahead and get up Rocks as Pelipper is the play, okay. This could be Choice Specs, let's consider that when we make our decision here. I mean, I think I just go for Leech Seed. Go Zapdos, okay, good. And here's why that's good. Obviously they can Hurricane this turn, right? We're gonna make some plays. They would never click an electric move here, I'm going Corviknight. Okay, never mind. I really didn't think they would let me get an Ursaluna, like, to Leech Seed, and then, like, I would just get another kill with Facade, right? But it seems I was wrong about that. Okay, makes this a bit trickier than I would have wanted. Let's just U-turn here. Liquidation. So Urshifu can live any one hit from this, so that's going to be what I want to use right now, I think. Yeah, no point in taking the damage on this. What do I click? Because they have a few Pokemon they can go into, namely Manaphy and Zapdos. I think I'm just Surging. They'll probably go Zapdos if I had to guess, but I'm so surprised they Volt Switch, dude. Like, what if I just went Ursaluna? You would have lost. So they actually give me Pert. I don't think that's the correct decision if I'm being honest, but... Okay, this has to be max speed if they're doing this. So we're gonna have to eat a Hurricane here, and then maybe can Lele Moonblast pick up the kill? Zapdos. Okay, it's not defensive though, I don't think. So if we get rid of the HB investment... Still a roll, I don't really like that very much. I think I just Surging and let them KO this. Oh, they're slower than me. Okay, we're fine. So they were defensive in the end. I think they might have just been like trying to bluff or something. Unfortunately, if my Ferrothorn gets flinched out by this, I still lose. But like, if that happens, right? I can't say anything. Let's just go for Power Whip as they go hard Manaphy. Okay, well now I can just maybe spam Moonblast and not have to worry about the Gren. We'll just sack Ursaluna here, and yeah, they go ahead and realize it's over. Because, like, I sack Ursaluna, go Lele, and just Moonblast everybody, and then Greninja doesn't have its Battle Bond, so it can't outspeed. Even if it specs Pelipper, like, can that even live and then KO me? I'm curious. Pelipper... Like, let's say it has no HP investment. Yeah, it just dies to Moonblast after Rocks, so we would have been good no matter what right there. We have a game against Mono Ground, so this is probably Water Absorbed Clodsire. Against this Mono Ground team, obviously Mega Pidgeot's really good. I want to get in a position where I can just spam close combat ideally, and maybe I want to get Rocks up even though it's against Terra Ground, or Mono Ground rather, because like just chipping away at all these Pokemon is going to help out Lele with Moonblast and Psychic Spam. Ideally Moonblast, because like they don't have an immunity, whereas they have a Psychic immunity. I'm going to lead Urshifu here just because I want to force in their Claude and maybe like get a U-turn out into something like Ursaluna, right? That's how I make progress immediately, so we'll see whether or not that pans out. It's kind of an early mind game, but it's not a terrible idea. I think the scariest lead is Garchomp because we have no idea what it is. They actually just lead their Clodsire, so here's the plan. We're just going to U-turn right into Ursaluna because, like... Obviously, every Pokemon on Mono Ground will get hazards, but I think this might be the hazard setter. And, like, what's the worst case? I eat a Toxic or a Counter for, like, 10%. Yeah, there's a Toxic. I don't care about that. And let's just click Facade. If they give this to me, then we can just spam Surging and it'll be a very easy game, and they do. Okay. I don't know why they didn't realize the value in that, because like now they have to rely on Terra against my Urshifu. This is still worth keeping. Like, it can live a hit from a few Pokemon. Goes for U-turn there. Let's not get careless though, because like I could easily just be reckless and get an Urshifu on like Iron Treads, but what if they randomly have like Supercell Slam, right? This thing might have Flamethrower, I guess, is what they want to do here. I don't mind eating that, actually. Like, we can go for U-turn, and either like they're slower than Urshifu when I can Surging, or they're locked into that with a Choice Scarf, right? So it's a pretty no-brainer play here. The worst case is like the Rocky Helmet Rough Skin Garchomp, and I take 10 billion% from that right now. But I'm just going to click Surging, and you know, that's my play, right? I have a feeling they're a more offensive Garchomp, though. Just if I had to guess. The reason I was okay with being a bit reckless there with my Corviknight is because I don't think I ever lose to Scarf Lando. One, my Choice Scarfer is faster in Lele, and two, we have another ground immunity in Pidgeot, so like, there's quite a few outs in that regard. Also, like, I knew I would live Flamethrower, so we have a sack now. I'm so tempted to just like stay in and Surging here, predicting the SD, and I think I will. Just because like I don't want to randomly lose, and if they SD I would be sad. Or like even just Scale Shot, because now they're probably dead. Because I don't die to that, you're at -1 defense. They only got 4. And I believe I pick up the KO. 1, we take 12, 2, we take 12, and then we're actually going to live as well. So there we go. I'm glad this guy didn't keep the Clodsire, because those mind games would have just been really annoying to have to play with. I guess I keep Aqua Jet here is the correct thing to do, and like maybe just sack my Corviknight. Goes for Rapid Spin, that's fine. We can... I mean, I guess I'll U-turn. And... I like the idea of going Ursaluna here and clicking Fire Punch. Oh, is that Sub-Zero? Oh, but we lived. Ursaluna is so broken, dude. Why does it live that? So we'll go Pharaoh here, just to see what they want to do first. Just because, like, if they're Fire Punch T-Tar, then they can click that, and then I can just go Urshifu after, and we'll guaranteed win that way. And if this wants to Dragon Dance, Gyro Ball is going to blow it back. So I'm not too worried about, like, Dragon Dance at all. Flamethrower, okay. So, yeah, that's not scary. They really didn't take a lot of damage, though, is the weird thing. So they're not locked into that. Good to know, I guess. There's the Flame, and now we can go U. I think the correct play is just Surging. And then if there's Scarf Lando, there's nothing they can lock to win, really. Because, like Stone Edge is scary, don't get me wrong. I guess the correct play is actually Aqua Jet. Just because we guaranteed get the damage for Choice Scarf Lele. Like, there's no reason to risk anything. What if they Stone Edge crit my Lele and I lost, right? Goes for Terra Flying Terra Blast. And then, yeah, we just go U, and just to play it safe, I'll Terra here to guaranteed we KO. And nice, we pick up that win as well. So let's check out the score now. 1803 coil, so it's still going up quite a bit. Like 2950 is not crazy high, I guess. We'll see how long it takes to get there. We have a game against somebody with Hisui and Zoroark, and that one is always scary because you never know when it's on the field, and it basically just says you have to commit every time you're in an interaction until you know what's going on with that Pokemon. So definitely going to be one of the tougher games. I'm going to lead off with... I really like Pharaoh lead, honestly. Just because, like, if they lead Samurott, that's great. If they lead their Pharaoh, I can get up Rocks. I think Rocks are better for me here than it is for them. So I'm okay with trading in that instance. Yeah, there's Samurott. Okay, that was Zoroark. But now we know it's Zoroark, so I'm going to assume it's locked in. Although it could have been sashed. Goes for knockoff and gets rid of my choice band. Okay, that's actually not the worst thing in the world, because I don't think I need the damage output in this game for any Pokemon in particular. This is like the most obvious Aqua Jet in Aqua Jet history. If I was real here, I would go for close combat. I kind of want a U-turn, if I'm being honest, if that can kill. But I gotta remember, they knocked off my choice band and it's a resist. But it is a Hisui and Zoroark, so... U-turn does 23 to 27, just raw. They're at 26. Doesn't kill. Should have gone for that. Close combat, dude. Okay. We'll go Pharaoh of our own here. This guy knows what he's doing. I'll give him that. Because, like, he's definitely bluffing when he needs to. I'm assuming Ceaseless just kind of kills me, unfortunately. Would I either go Corviknight and just, like, use that here? Oh, this is obviously the Zoroark. It came in on 26. You remember when I said that I would know, and then I don't? Well, I'm kind of throwing this game, just, like, immediately. I can't even do that because I probably died a Shadow Ball. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go Pidgeot and take the hit with that too. Goes for knockoff that time. Okay, and let's just Hurricane now and stop playing games with this thing. But yeah, I'm so throwing. Like, my Corviknight's at 67 and that was my Mega Lopunny counter. How can I win? If I clicked Close Combat, I actually would have just won with Lele so easily, huh? It's a bit sad to think about. I think I might lose to Volcarona just because, like, if it has the correct Terra for Aqua Jet. Oh, I will so take a DC win if he doesn't come back, dude. I'll go ahead and double check with you guys if he comes back. If not, we'll just move on to the next game. Okay, he did come back, so we do have to keep playing this guy, unfortunately. I normally, like, don't like DC wins, but in a situation where I'm down in a game that's for Suspect Test Rex, I just want to bag the win and move on if I can, right? So we'll see whether or not he wants to, like, Sucker Punch me with his Zoroark or what the plan is. I still think we have a very good shot at winning this, which is very cool. So it's Boots D-Knight. Takes 31 there. I can't really afford to just sack this Mon. But I don't think they'll E-speed with the Choice Band there, so we'll do this. Goes right for Ice Spinner. Can I beat the Mega Lopunny without Corviknight? I don't think I have a choice at this point. Like, I'll try to Roost. We got the Roost off. Okay. We're actually back in business, even though I was trying to throw this game. Somehow. We're at full. I think I can sack my Pharaoh. That should be fine. Okay, this is the Zoroark. Let's not make the same mistake for the 10th time in a row. And what do I want to do about that then? So if I know it's the Zoroark, and we know it's not Choice Scarfed. It's a max of 350 speed. I think I just sack this, then go and Pidgeot and Hurricane. Yeah, like, we'll just do that. I don't really feel the need to risk another Pokemon. Dragonite's at 29. This thing is effectively dead. Ferrothorn we have a bit of chip on. It's looking good when it really was looking pretty terrible, like, just a few turns ago. Living this Ice Spinner was gonna, like, it's probably gonna change the game. Corviknight's gonna be really good later. But we'll see what they want to do here. They really like taking their time, unfortunately, because the game's gonna be like 15 minutes long, and you do have to play quite a few games to get Rex, so the faster the better, right? So they actually go Pharaoh, which takes 41. I just Hurricane that again, and suddenly they don't really have Lele counters. So that's another way I can try to win. Essentially, what I just need to do is deal with this Volcarona. So we go U. I think I just want a Brave Bird. Like, if they want a close combat here, I would rather knock them out than U-turn. So I'm going to keep this at full because worst case scenario, my play against the Volcarona is going to be Terra Water this and Brave Bird it. So, like, if it's Terra Grass and they click Flamethrower that turn, then we can deal with it that way. And right here, if they want to do it this way, then I just Terra right now and go for Brave Bird and win. Cuties. We don't kill it, actually. It's a bit scary if it's Giga Drain, huh? Don't think Lele will die. There's the Giga Drain. Okay, we are in for a game, never mind. Unless Ursaluna just wants to live. Can Ursaluna live a +1 Giga Drain? Not if it's Terra Grass boosted, right? Let's check a few things. Lele. Maybe I should have clicked the Terra the second turn. Because, like, obviously they wouldn't, you know, like, they would Quiver Dance first, right? They're trying to win. So that was kind of a bad sequence on my end, but we can probably be fine here. Because it was Boots, right? So we know it's not a Z move. So if I just go ahead and put this Mon in here. +1 Flamethrower does that much to Lele. It doesn't kill. Well, that's not max attack. Okay, so Lele can always live Flamethrower, but we don't have Psyshock, do we? Yeah, so that's not reliable. How does my Ursaluna fare against a Giga Drain here? we can live, but if it's Terra Grass, I actually lose the game then. I think if it's Terra Grass, I lose no matter what. Unless, no, that's not true. Let's go Lele first and throw up Psychic. Oh wait, I can't Aqua Jet it now. I'm so throwing. I think I just threw, because they're going to live this. They're going to QD again. I just wish I had Psyshock. I would have been totally fine. I don't know, let's just see. There's nothing I can really change now. But I think if they QD again, I just threw by going out into this Mon, unless I crit it. Because +2 Flamethrower to Lele is going to destroy me. Okay, there's a chance I live that, actually. I mean, if it was Terra Grass, I think I lose no matter what, but what can you say, right? This was definitely going to be like one of, oh, wait, I'm faster. Okay, wait, I just win. They're modest. I just win. Okay, I guess we win the game. Cool. Why are they modest? Because, like, even if they switch here, then I just spam Moonblast later, and then what? Okay, they go ahead and DC. I kind of want to see whether or not we win, but I don't think there's any world where I lose, because either they stay in here and die, and then I sweep with Moonblast, or they just, like, switch out, and then I sweep with Moonblast. So, I mean, I'll be back once the game is over, and I'll show you guys what happened, I guess. So it actually required a bit more effort than I thought, because they Terra-fired their Samurott, and they were able to kind of prevent my Moonblast sweep, but we managed to figure it out, and, like, I just had to knock that out using Urshifu first, and then I could sweep with Moonblast anyway, but I knew it was going to be a win, and it was, so let's go ahead and move on. We have this guy who has a Seeking, so luckily that thing doesn't get any, like, water absorbability. That would be, like, the most annoying thing for me, but they have no resist to Pidgeot. Hurricane is going to be how I completely destroy this team. Luckily, we have a way to crit through any sort of, like, fat setup Mon as well. Let's just lead off with our... Honestly, let's just lead Urshifu. They lead X-Blad. This is obviously great. I can just go right for... I'll just go for Surging. It actually won't pick up the KO, probably. And I died a Boom Burst. I should have CC'd. Okay, but we can do this. And like I said, this is going to be how I win this game. So, like, Urshifu being dead is annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world. It would be really embarrassing if I lost to this team, though. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Are you Choice Specs? Dude, I feel like you're Choice Specs. Oh, it exploded. Okay. I mean, I'll never lose to this. I guess I'll just Psychic on the off chance I'm faster. I'm not. Okay, so how do I actually reliably beat this Mon again? I guess I go Pharaoh and Gyro Ball is correct. I shouldn't take too much if I do that. Why is this like a close game? I don't like that. Okay, we'll do this route and we'll go for the Gyro Ball. Just because this thing is actually unironically a threat. Goes for growth. I should live one hit, guaranteed. Like, there's no way I die. Even Terrifier. Okay, we took 98. If I died there, I actually would have just lost the game. Like, unironically, that would have been the entire game. So luckily I only took 98 and not 100. Goes right for Crunch. I think what I want to do here is go Ursaluna now and use that. Just to click Headlong, right? If they have Liquidation, like it's under Rain, I'm not too worried. P-Jabs. Okay, so they can obviously KO me using Seeking Water. Actually, I don't think they can. It's under Sun. They've already Terred. They're going Seeking route. Oh, I'm faster. Okay, they're cooked. And then Musharna should get cooked as well, I think. 94. Goes for Psychic, and we're good right there. Why was that scary, dude? That Victory Bell almost just swept me up. Faster than Lele. Like, Ferrothorn, even with the Terra Ghost, almost died. Let's see whether we're 2k now. Okay, so we only gained like 100 that time. So it does go like, you get less per win as the higher you go, which is what I thought it would be. Anyway, let's keep going. So we managed to hit 2k coil with that one. So we just have just under 1,000 to go, which is very nice. This team is very weak to Urshifu Surging. Like, they have one resist in Raging Bolt, and that is generally a very offensive Pokemon. I think they're leading off with their Coco just because they see that and they want to pressure that immediately. So like, with that in mind, let's do this. They lead Tusk. This is great too. I'm going for Psychic, right? I mean, I could try to switch, but like into what? If they go Heatran, I could like go hard Urshifu right now. Wait, should I go hard Urshifu right now? Maybe I should just do that, but no, let's go for Psychic. Okay, so it was Air Balloon, huh? I'll go hard Urshifu. I don't think you have like worst case I eat a Magma Storm. That would be annoying, but oh, Toxic is annoying. Okay, well, it is what it is. Let's go for Surging. If you have Protect, you're dead because of Unseen Fist. Oh, you're that scared of this? Okay, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like, I'll trade Urshifu for Terra. That's fine. Maybe. Is it ever fine until you win the game, right? Either way, though, like, okay, they decide to stay in again. The reason I'm fine with this is because now they don't deal with a Lele at all, which is the other big threat, so... like, they can have fun with that, I guess. I just go Lele here. I mean, I could also go Pidgeot, I guess, but that invites in Coco after, and I don't really want that. So I think I'll just do this and go right for Psychic. They do have Scizor, but they sack the Heatran. Okay, so this should be a pretty trivial Lele win with Terra Psychic at some point. That's just how it's looking, but I don't know if that's true. Is this like sashed? Why are you bringing this out? No, you're not getting rocks up. Goes Scizor. I hope I get a slow U-turn on this, because if they U-turn, they take Helmet. But I really don't know what they're going to take here, so let's just see. Okay, it is a slow U-turn. Nice. That's like best case scenario, because I think once I get up rocks now, that might get 2-hit KO'd, and I'm going to get up those rocks right now with my Ferrothorn. And then I think once I Terra Psychic, I can 2-hit KO the Scizor with Psychic from Lele, and that should just be like game at that point. Okay, that was HP Ice. I thought it would be HP Fire when I saw it, but here we are. Ghost Tusk, probably trying to spin. Like, honestly, I could Terra Ghost here and win that way too, but I don't really feel like that. When... I would, like, be opening up Coco a tiny bit if I did that, so what's the point? Let's click U-turn here. Goes right for Ice Spinner, and it's time to do exactly what I wanted to do. We're gonna go for this Terra Psychic, boosted Psychic, and try and 2-hit KO the Scizor if they want to bring that in. It comes in at 72. I'm pretty sure I do 36. And even if I don't, like, it's not the biggest deal. I can go harder Ursaluna. Let's see. Do I just 2-hit KO here with this or not? Oh, it actually doesn't. Okay. Well, like I said, they either don't roost and then they lose to Psychic later, or they do roost and then Ursaluna comes in and just kind of, like, deals with it, so... Out comes Tusk. I think I'll stay in here, because if they want to spin, I would rather get a KO. Yeah, they do want to spin, obviously, because that's the only way they can maybe deal with my Lele, by letting Scizor stay out of range, right? So, let's see what happens now, because I still actually, I Terra'd my Lele, right? So that's a done deal. I want to get up rocks to guarantee it again, because the moment rocks go up, I break any sort of sashes, like if it's Sash Diggersby, don't got to worry about that, and then Lele guaranteed wins. So they go Diggersby now. I guess I can just let them KO me. It's not the end of the world. Crits and Earthquake. Wish I knew what you were. Okay, let's go Corviknight and U-turn here. If they click Fire Punch, their Rocky Helmet and the Sash is broken, so that'll be really nice. If this is what's happening, I just go Pidgeot and Heat Wave. I don't die to BP. I just need to get rid of this, and then Lele is completely good to go. So we have no guard Heat Wave there to KO that. Maybe Hurricane was a better play, but I don't think it really matters. Is there any reason to keep this Mon? Not really. Like, I'll just go for U-turn. They go for T-Bolt. I go U. get up rocks, and then we're just gonna win. It's over, I'm sorry. Like, can you even deal with Pharaoh? Goes hard Diggersby. I'm assuming this has Fire Punch or something. Yeah, there's the Fire Punch. I would never sack Pharaoh because, you know, they still have double electric. Might as well play it safe against that. Let's go for U-turn here. Then we go Lele. I guess I can lock Moonblast at this point, maybe? There's no reason to even try doing that. Let's just Psychic. Sacks the Coco, so they want to get in Bolt. But I'll just go hard Pharaoh, and even if they double, then I get up the train again, and we should be good. So let's get in our Ferrothorn. This was a scary game too, if I'm being honest. Like, I really don't like the fact that it's going to be a 1-0. Anyway, let's lead cheat and try to wear it down into range of Lele, and then that's how I win. There we go. I guess if I missed enough times, I would have still lost, huh? Just Gyro Ball here. See what this thing is trying to do. Okay, that should be enough damage, I think, for Moonblast to sweep this guy. Oh, now we live the Thunderbolt anyway, so now it's definitely fine. Yeah, so we're good. We're gonna go up from, I believe, 5-0 to how many wins? To 12-0, nice. Okay, so we are gonna go U. I should click Psychic here, just because I don't know if, like, I can actually KO the Diggersby. So Psychic is the strongest thing into that, and because I lived with Pharaoh, I don't have to lock Moonblast. I'm sure Moonblast would have done the job unless they randomly Assault Vest, but yeah, we Psychic. They can't click a priority move, so if it was Quick Attack, can't do that, and game. There we go. So we go from 2028 coil to, let's see, 2118. I'll take it. So that was really good. We won 7 games in a row. If I do have Reqs by the time I record this, I'll go ahead and put it up on screen either a bit earlier or right now. If not, just assume I got it later because I'm sure I'll be fine. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to sub, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.